family? What's up, kings and queens? The only way to know that is to reach vertically. Thank you for tuning in to your show, Real Talk with Preston Lux, on RealHotRadio365.com. We are the #1 sensation for smooth grooves and righteous conversation. Now, I waited and stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun was. Then it dawned on me, talking about the sun, you know how bright it is. Well, allow me to introduce to you Mrs. Bright, Miss Christy Lynch, who is a businesswoman and entrepreneur. Through her group of companies, she focuses on matchmaking, relationship coaching, sex ed, fashion and image consulting, music entertainment, and event planning. She got it going on. So without further ado, I introduce you to Miss Christy Lynch.
First of all, greet you in peace, love, and harmony. We are celebrating today our first Real Talk show. And we are also celebrating our first celebrity guest, who is, and I introduce to you, the sagacious, the professional, and beautiful Miss Christy Lynch.
Thank you.
Miss Christy. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm honored to be on your show. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Wonderful to have you here. Today, we got a double celebration thing going on. Yeah, I congratulate you and congratulate myself and the stations. This is the very first broadcast out there. We got a lot of invitations out, but we celebrate you today.
Amen. It's a maiden voyage, eh?
Oh. Yeah, it's a maiden voyage. That's
all right. Glad to make the ship, you know, before it's filled up.
So there was a saying, being lit. How do you relate? How does that relate to you?
Being lit. Okay. My perspective as a business person, an extrovert, outgoing, is socialite and everything. I believe that being lit means being original. You know, being dedicated to what you do and bringing it without any apologies. Because my slogan is that you only live once and you better live it well. So you better be lit in what you do and motivate others through your own style, your own original thing out there. That's my definition of being lit.
Wow. And you're living it too, because I see that you have these different things going on. You got a TV show, radio show, and then you're traveling and events specialist also.
That's right, Miss All in All.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I just when I believe in, if I dream it, it is done. You know, life is for the living. So I grew up in a family of business owners. So that, number one, is where my inspiration comes from. And also my ability to, I would say, be witty and take what's in front of me and make the best of it. So, like, I met my husband about, over 20 years ago in Nigeria, where I'm originally from, by the way. Mm-hmm. And he was an expat, an American expat working in Nigeria. And I had just finished training as a flight stewardess. I wanted to travel the world. So when I met him, and I'm like, oh, wow, you got a cool job. You work for a company that takes you around the world. You get to live in all these countries. Well, I'm in. So it has been it has been an adventure ever since then, living in all these various countries and seizing the opportunity of being in various countries to realize my dream of singing. And I've been singing since I was 5 years old. So, getting in front of the class and entertaining the class until the next teacher comes along and runs me out of there. So singing, being creative, I love fashion, traveling. So whatever and wherever I go, and people that I meet, the different cultures, the diversity and stuff like that, I look at what's in front of me. I'm like, what can I do? What can I do to contribute in my own little way to be creative? I'll give you an example. I think about 12, 15 years ago, the company moved us to Kazakhstan. And Kazakhstan just became an independent country from the Soviet Union, and there were no black folks out there, okay? So I was like the only black girl in town. So these folks were so excited to have a black woman in town, not just a black woman, a soul singer. And so I formed this. I was invited to form a band with this group of jazz singers. A bunch of guys who they probably grew up together, formed a band. And I was surprised to see to hear jazz music in Kazakhstan. And we had a ball. So we would do concerts and be invited by special guests, government officials to entertain. And I had the best 4 years of my life, helped them raise money. And artists are underpaid worldwide. Okay, so I just think it's just, it's sad that artists are not appreciated for the hard work and creativity they bring into entertaining people. And all the joy they bring into people's life in creating music. So I saw an opportunity right there to be able to use my talent and creativity to at least get some good funding for the music community, the art theater and stuff like that. If you look through my pictures on Facebook, you would see an album there. It's called Kazakhstan. So we did concerts around. We raised funds for the drama theater and things of that nature. So it's beyond just traveling for me. It is contributing to humanity and through my work of art, pretty much. And locally, here in Orlando, I do the Afrocentric event once a year. And my goal of doing the Afrocentric Orlando event is to bring a little bit of pizzazz into the art form of, not just the art form, I would say Africa, which is home for me, the continent of Africa. A lot of people have a lot of misconception about Africa that, they'll think you're running around in the jungle all day long, lions and tigers, et cetera, et cetera. And they would, from my experience here, so I wanted to bring some pizzazz and exposure to our art form, pretty much, from the motherland.
And you're doing it too. I see that your presentations are, wow, the originality in what you're doing. You're not trying to sound like anybody else. You're not trying to look like nobody else. You don't move like, you bring you. And that's, that's profound. That's, super fantastic. That's my favorite word.
Right.
Now. Super fantastic.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think we're all unique in our own ways. Why not? Why not show something else, and be you? So that's what I promote. You, be proud of who you are. Be lit in your own field, in your own skin. Be comfortable in whatever you do.
Yeah.
So
okay. And so in your travels have you picked up on different languages?
Well, I speak 3 languages. Of course, English is, Nigeria is a British colony, was a British colony. So English is my first language. And then I speak Yoruba, and then I speak Eno, and a little bit of Igbo as well. And yes, and also in all these other international countries that I've been to, like I said, we lived in Kazakhstan for 4 years, so I had to pick up Russian. I had no choice. And the company provided tutors because we had to go out there and mingle, and English is not widely spoken. It's spoken, of course, in the corporate world, but not locally, where you got to go hang out and buy fish in the market, bargain for fresh tomatoes with the women in the market. So we had to learn how to speak Russian. So that's quite interesting and very exciting, too, to add to the repertoire. Some Indonesian. I lived in Indonesia as well. So some of my best friends are Indonesians, and I'm living there to pick language over in that region of the world as well.
Wow. Okay. Now, you have this show. Is it a live broadcast in Sexy Talk?
Yeah, that's Sexy Talk. I was broadcasting that. In fact, I was like a guest feature on the Caribbean Network radio station out in Kissimmee here in Florida. And so they offered me a segment there where I had that Sexy Talk, which I created because part of what I do as an international matchmaker of helping people find love and happiness worldwide is also to talk about relationships and sex, so nothing raunchy, but just on subject of relationship and heart, and the matters of the heart, pretty much. So that was a very good one. But I have moved it now to Facebook. I realized that a lot of my fans are very spread out worldwide. And so I do that off of Facebook every now and then. I wish I had more time to devote to it, but I travel so much. But yes, that Sexy Talk is online, and it's about love and relationships.
Okay. As a matter of fact, why don't you inform the listening audience where they can find you on wherever you are, because you're somewhere everywhere.
I'm everywhere. The best place to catch me is on social media. My social media handle is Fab Christy Lynch. That's FAB Christy Lynch. CHRISTYLYNCH. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, I'm on there. And I have my like page on Facebook as well that you can like and follow all the things that I do, and my YouTube channel. So it's all one, Fab Christy Lynch. Or you can also go to my website, ChristyLynch.com, and you'll see all my pages there for further information on how to catch up with me and what I'm up to worldwide.
Okay. Now, I like this rule you have. You have the rule number 9. This rule that you have, rule number 9. Mm-hmm. For those who know nothing of how to satisfy a woman, the G spot is located at the end of the word shopping.
Amen. That's right.
Okay.
How that goes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I got a good kick out of that one, boy.
And for me, to be specific, it's at Victoria's Secret. Yeah, I'll do it anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good. Now, according to all of your experiences and your travels and meeting, the different people around the world, what is it now that you want to relate to others as benefit, how you benefit others?
I'll benefit others. I just tell people that just be true to yourself. because there's nothing to be gained by being fake, actually. Having lived around the world, I'm talking on the continents of Africa, Europe, Asia, people are just basically the same. People just want to be laid back and happy. I think the easiest way to get along with people is to be very accepting, accepting of people. World travel since the age of 10, since I've been going abroad, has enlightened me to being accepting of other people's culture, respectful of other people's religion, and just respectful of other people's space, and not to impose my views or whatever on other people, because you know what, everybody's got problems, everybody has their tribulations and stuff going on. So I just say, keep it simple and be original. That's my message.
All right, that's beautiful. So I saw that that video you did on the sweetest taboo. That was nice.
Oh, that was an impromptu thing at the Monday. No, not Monday. It's like a jazz jam at Winter Garden. So that was open mic night. Nothing planned. Just jamming with the boys and jazz.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. So that the place Pilar's, that's in Winter Garden.
Yes, in Winter Garden. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that piece that you did, Move Me, that was awesome. That was off the chain. I really like that. The choreography and putting up. Was that your idea?
Yes, it was. It was. I produced. Me and the guys produced that in Manila, Philippines, when I lived there back 2011. Yeah, my album was launched in the Philippines, so I shot a bunch of videos for my original soundtracks in Manila.
Okay.
Yeah. Hired a team, a personal assistant, production company, and, sat down and graphed out what we wanted to do and all that stuff. So it was my first album, like my pet project, so to speak. So.
Wow. That's how you do the thing. That's right. Beautiful. This is the young man that was on the video. He was playing this weird-looking instrument. It sounded like a alto sax.
Which video are you talking about? Which of my videos?
Move Me.
Yeah. Oh yes, it was. That's my nephew. My nephew Ify. He actually wasn't playing. It was actually miming to an instrument that was used in the original. You know how music videos go, right? That was the music videos. Yeah. Right. So he had a bullhorn. Are you talking about a bullhorn he was blowing into? Kind of.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it's my nephew. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Right. So yeah, he had wanted to do a cameo in the video, so we gave him a spot.
Hey, that's how it goes. That's right. Yeah. Help the family. I think that just about says a whole lot right there.
That does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's, had a wonderful conversation with you. I really appreciate, you being here, and we at Real Hot Radio 365, want to thank you, Miss Christy Lynch, for your presence here today, and we look forward to your gracing your show again and again and again.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Okay. Now, is there anything else that you want to add?
Well, I'm also in TV production, so I am. I just returned from Africa, where I was promoting my own matchmaking show, basically. So that was filmed in Ghana. We just wrapped up season 1 of Love, Dating, Culture with Christy the Matchmaker. So I sent, African single men and women send me out on dates to help them find the loves of their lives. Basically sent me on a mission. So look out for that. I will be posting on my social media, which of the networks is right now we're in negotiation. I will be picking that up. So be on the lookout.
Oh, okay. Ghana. Okay.
Right.
That sounds very familiar. Ghana.
You been to Ghana?
Yeah. We're doing a lot of things in Ghana. We'll talk to you about that one.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Okay, Gracie. Thank you.
There it is. How about it, family? Put your hands together for this awesome queen, Miss Christy Lynch. Thank you, family, for tuning into your show, Real Hot Radio, 365.com. It has been a magnificent pleasure hosting Miss Christy Lynch. She is a talented, should I say multi-talented queen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Definitely looking forward to the next time. Stay tuned, family. There is more to come on Real Hot Radio 365.com.